gotta let me know these things, bro. I'm not paying attention to you.
Yeah, for real.
Go.
Good?
Yep.
All right, good. Hold on.
Morning,
Nope, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Tech Guy Some Guy podcast. My name is Carlos, alongside with
Rod
and
Omar.
This is season 2, episode 25. I might as well throw it. 24?
24.
Close enough. And
so you get on Facebook being
it's Instagram, son.
Oh,
Get off
sorry.
the gram.
Wrong app that Facebook owns.
Well, yeah, close enough. We are the Tech Guys, where we talk about tech news, pop culture with random rants in between. This is episode 24. I got it right this time. And we're gonna start. Actually, we're gonna start off with a couple of things. Like, which ones do you want to start off with? The tech
Let's
stuff.
start with the best thing that I've been calling it. You guys have been co-signing that the iPhone 10 wasn't going to be a success.
I knew that. Yo, we saw that coming though. It was obvious. It was obvious to everybody, I think, except for the iPhone fans.
I think it's because of the price tag.
The price tag killed it for everybody.
I think it's a combination of price tag
and not enough innovation
and the specs, because it's not a huge jump between that and 8 Plus.
There wasn't, dude. There wasn't at all.
So it's like,
it's like remember when nobody was buying the 8, the iPhone 8, and it was like, all right, so everyone's saving for the 10. I was like, no,
and it didn't go that way either, because the iPhone 8, okay, and this is, I think we're gonna hit this plateau because I think the same issue is gonna happen with Samsung.
Yeah,
I think Samsung's gonna hit the same 100%. Issue because their phones they're gonna get into the $1,000. The thing is that you're gonna pay $1,000 for a phone that is, on paper, it's a supercomputer.
Right.
But when you actually use it for what it's used for, that performance isn't actually equal.
Right.
It doesn't translate real.
It does not. It does not translate like that. Like you're only paying for maybe a 10 or 20% increase. And is that really worth upgrading $1,000 for?
I don't think it is. I mean, if I remember right, the last Note was 900.
No, it's about It
was right at the cusp.
Just under 1,000.
Right, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's really expensive." I was like, "If that's expensive, wait till the iPhone comes out and see what the prices are."
But the Note broke records and sold a lot versus iPhone. They used to do an announcement of how many joints they sold.
Right.
They got quiet on that.
Right. So the reason why we're bringing it up is because Apple did announce that they're cutting production from what they were. Their goal was to make 40 million, and they said, "Nah, we're gonna stop at 20 million." And I'm like, that's a big reduction for them to say, "Nah, that's enough."
And on top of that, it's like you imagine how many, because the lines weren't that long for this phone.
Nope.
I mean, there was lines, but they didn't sell out as much as they did. Like the stock, the inventory was maybe down for like a day, and then it was back up again
and then went to normal.
And then went to normal. Not even normal. There's like people are probably buying more of the other phones than they are of the 10.
Yeah, it's insane.
And that's put aside it, paying Samsung for their panels.
Exactly.
Whatever else they gotta do.
And I mean, like we called it, like emojis on fucking or like emojis that talk or record what you're saying isn't really the future. Like, come on, like.
Yeah.
I sent you guys a link to what they're doing for the glasses. Intel's working on glasses.
Yes.
Intel's working on glasses. The people who actually use glasses, so they can actually project at the very bottom of your eyeball a display of like messages, text messages, emails, rings, reminders. But the person can't see it because it's not actually being shot on your actual lens. It's actually being shot directly to your eye. So,
really?
So there's no focus issue because it's really on the plane. So like everything is clear, and it's private. It's like nobody's know what you're looking at.
I think that's all
in your eyeball, and that's what they're working on. And that's, remember how we said it. Eventually, the phones are going to get to a plateau where they're like, all right, so what's next? And the next thing is going to be a phone or a watch that is your phone, and you get all your messages via here. Yeah. And they're working on gesture moves where, like, if you move to your head like up and down like this, you like go to the next message or you silence the call. Like this, that is the future, and that's ultimately where companies need to be looking.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So like crazy. That, I would see somebody saying, "I'll pay $1,000 for those glasses." Why? Because I have my phone right there.
That's actually innovative.
It.
That's actually innovative.
It's over. Yeah. But for a phone that I'll give you a little bit more, I'll give you a little more camera power.
You gotta pay for the notch.
Yeah, exactly. Like. Honestly, you gotta pay for the notch.
You're stupid as hell.
I don't think the notch is really worth that extra
notch.
$300 to be honest with you. I mean,
absolutely not worth it to
Nope, not at all. See, that's the thing.
They had to cut it. They had to cut production.
Yeah, and then like,
it's not worth it.
Hold up.
It's not only that it shows it's not gonna be worth it. It's also gonna be the losses they're gonna take because they're not gonna meet expectations.
Okay.
You know, like it's that they're definitely not gonna meet the expectations that people had for it.
Their stock is going to take a hit.
Their stock is going to take
They're
a
going to
huge
take a
hit.
dip a little bit?
It dipped a little bit. It started to dip a little bit. The only saving grace is that they have the iMac Pro is actually holding up.
Yeah.
So people are actually looking to upgrade their professional systems for that, and that's a reliable system. That's probably, people said that's probably one of the best systems Apple has done in a long time.
It is.
The only thing that's holding people back from updating to the Pro automatically, such as myself, is because
what the Mac Pro gonna do.
They're talking about a new Mac Pro that is gonna be like the older system, which is a housing, and you can upgrade that. And if that's true, that's gonna be their seller. Like, you're gonna see a flock of people come back, because I had a 2009 Mac Pro, and it lasted me like 7 years. And I remind you, I bought it used.
Oh damn! So
I bought it used, so it lasted me a couple years. And the only reason I really upgraded was because I needed the USB 3 for my hard drive.
Yeah. Okay.
And the USB 3 PCI card that I kept putting in, for whatever reason, always had to reboot the system or take out the card, plug it back in, so it wasn't the most reliable. But if it wasn't for that, honestly, that card that was still been in my studio fretting and stuff.
Damn.
And so continue on the track with Apple and disappointment. I was gonna actually, I love their iPhone SE, and I was waiting for their second iteration of the SE2 or whatever they call it. But apparently the specs aren't that good, and it's gonna be super pricey.
The new specs?
Yeah.
For the new one?
So it's gonna be like a current rumors, it's like kind of conflicting. There's some saying that it's not coming at all, and then some saying if it does come, it's gonna be like a low spec iPhone 10, where it's using a LCD panel, probably some older.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And what are they gonna charge for that?
They're like 6. Yeah, stupid.
Look,
so if that may not come into fruition, so
yeah.
it's getting more and more like Apple is just starting to build products specifically for its Apple fanboys. It's really
but
doing
that's not even gonna sell. This is like a cash grab.
Look,
a bad cash grab.
Yeah, like the old SE, the original, it did decent because people want an entry level iPhone that they can afford. That wasn't gonna cost them like $800, $900. You know, they wanted to kind of wet the feet a little bit into the iPhone.
When it came out, it was like what, 4, I think.
Well, I think it's $399.
It's definitely low now.
Yeah, it's really low now. Like, you can get it for like super cheap, unlocked, so you can use it with any carrier.
I mean,
you know, so
like this is the thing about Apple. Like, like I said, when it comes to going for the fanboys thing, I literally just search what their Google stock is and everything, what their Apple stock is, and there was an article saying this is why you should buy the HomePod. There's 2 big reasons. The first reason is this:
it sucks.
HomePod is the best way to listen to Apple Music, bar none. So basically, what it's saying is, you have to be an Apple fanboy.
Well, you know what? That's still a podcast.
You get what I'm saying? Why are you going to spend $350 on a product when you could get the same exact product for $100? And they're saying that the other thing is that the sound is incredible. I'm like, okay.
But okay, look, that's still a HomePod into this conversation. I'm not going to get it. I've been into the store and I've listened to the sound.
Oh, you checked it out.
I've seen the reviews and I've looked at people who are musicians. Look, it's a great sounding speaker for its size.
It's small.
But at $399 for that size, you should be getting, for that price, you should be getting a lot bigger speaker with a lot better sound. With that being said, if you're a true audiophile and you love sound and acoustic and you like live jazz, the iPod is, think of it as a Beats. It's super bass heavy because of the way the speakers are pointing down.
Right.
They point down, so like the bass is extra heavy. If you listen to anything instrumental like classical music or jazz or even rock,
where you get the mids and highs a lot.
You know, the mids and highs are washed out because it's only concentrating on the bass because of how the speaker. So like, it's not really a great speaker.
It's not a good balance.
Like, if hip hop and pop is your shit, yes, anything. But then again, that's only the beat is what really keeps you going, and there's not really anything else. If you're an instrumental kind of guy, you like a piano, you like classical, you like R&B, you like something soulful where like the instruments are part of the music.
Right.
This shit's gonna sound like ass on this speaker because of that, the way it's designed.
Right. Okay.
So,
I can definitely agree with
I mean, whoever's saying they love this kind of speaker, say they probably don't listen to one kind of music, hip hop or pop music, because it has that heavy beat or even dance. So like the boom, the bass is there.
Yeah.
Right.
And but still, for that price, that size, like you can literally buy studio mono speakers. A pair of nice studio mono speakers, buy the Google Music, plug it in there. That's it. It's a wrap. And have a better sound system than that HomePod for the price. A sound system that you can connect to anything else that you need, and a sound system that works a lot better. I saw a meme or like a clip online of somebody doing a review, and it's the funniest thing because the person's comparing it to like they have the HomePod, and then they have the something that's working with the Alexa. I don't know if it was a Sonos or not.
Probably. Oh,
It was the Sonos.
But-
could be the Sonos one.
So they're asking like questions, and everything that Siri says is like, oh, I don't know. And one of the things is they ask Alexa, what's the weight of the HomePod? And it tells her 3 point or 2 point something pounds.
Does it really?
So they go to Siri, what's the weight of the HomePod? Oh, if you go to Apple.com, it'll have the answer. I'm like, so your own fucking system can't answer your questions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, all those fanboys are saying, yeah, you should buy this. It's a paid advertising. Just like back in the days when like P. Diddy used to pay Hot 97 to like, yo, play the song over and over again because I want this to be hot.
Yeah.
Same idea,
Yeah.
same concept. The price, I don't know. For the price, I'd rather go with Sonos for a little bit more and get a lot better.
I think the pricing, I think the HomePod, I think it's a good idea. I think they should have either did one of two things. Either in the meantime did more with Siri to make it worthwhile. So I'm like, all right, so even if you are a fanboy, you can still get your version of it instead of I got good sound and I got a half-baked virtual assistant and I'm stuck to one thing. Or wait until at least the multi-room audio and all this other stuff that are coming later. Like that should be, you already behind. That should be, if that's not available at launch, y'all should have waited.
But the other thing is that Siri was like at the forefront
It was the
years
first.
ago. It was the first one,
did
and
nothing
now
with it. It did nothing with
it is the dead last. Like people like it's between Bixby and Siri.
Cortana probably doesn't.
So like you're literally between Bixby. No, but look, I'm comparing them to Bixby and Siri because like Bixby is bad,
Bixby,
but
goddamn.
that shit's only like a year and a half or 2 years old.
No, Bixby gonna get somewhere. It's her.
Like
it's
Siri's like. You know, she's going into like middle school right now.
Right.
And these motherfuckers is in
middle
grammar school, still like barely going into kindergarten. And
No,
like she
no,
should
you're
have
right.
been.
You're
like,
right.
She should have been asking me questions like, hey, you know, what's the square root of this number? Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Right. See, the problem that Siri had is exactly what you said. It's like, listen, it's the original, but instead of them building up on the originality, they just kept on innovating everything else around it. So now it's so far behind, while everyone else kept on looking at what Siri did, and it's like, how can we make it better? So now we have Alexa, we have, like you said, Bixby.
Google
Assistant.
Google Assistant is dope.
Between Alexa and Google Assistant, there's like a Dead Sea Scroll of list of shit you can do with it.
You do a lot.
It's a lot between the two of them, and I think Alexa you can do a little bit more, but Google's.
I think Google Assistant has
cranking
the best
out the
dad
catch up
jokes.
to Alexa.
I don't know. Have you tried the jokes on it?
Yeah.
I think Google Assistant has.
They do dad jokes.
Oh my God, they're so
good.
They do.
They do methods?
Yeah.
I didn't try that one.
Oh boy.
And I mean, yeah,
I'll send you a link.
like
Yeah.
everybody uses Siri for those like little ads and like because Siri is a bit of sarcastic, but like if that's all it is and it's nothing ultimately useful, where like every time you ask her something like, oh I don't know, I don't know if I can help you.
Yeah.
I'm like, then you're not really much of an assistant.
Yeah,
like,
what kind of
you're-
assistant are you?
Exactly.
What kind of assistant are you if you can't figure that out?
Exactly. And
So-
like I'm saying, they left the forefront. I don't know
Right.
why we're here with this.
So now they're here and they're trying to figure out, like, you know, oh, we're gonna put it into this HomePod and you guys are gonna love it. Only people who are really gonna love it is the fanboys. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You
Apple
know?
Music is cool, but that's probably the last service I would pay for because what would you get? What do you get with Apple Music? I mean, there's a few exclusives. I mean, I think that streaming exclusivity thing is about to die.
Yeah.
If it's not already dead. But I
Exactly.
mean, what else do you have to offer? I mean, I think you gotta go to another app for podcasts. Google Play has all that. Spotify has all that. Tidal got a hell of original content that if I wasn't a Google Play subscriber, I'd probably be on Tidal to get access to
what's funny?
free concerts and a lot of crazy
Did
stuff.
I finally tell you that I'm actually subscribed to Google Play now?
Oh, you are?
Oh my God, dude, you're right. Google Play is on point.
Oh, and then you get a bonus YouTube Red. So bye ads on
Yo.
YouTube.
Nice.
It's like how did I not do
and mind you,
this before?
100% behind you. I have YouTube Red and Google Play now. YouTube Red for me is like
It's actually pretty good. So
my form of entertainment is I cut the cord, so I'm like Hulu. I don't do Hulu. I do Amazon Prime, Netflix, and now YouTube Red. That's pretty much all I need. YouTube alone is like, I need a quick 3 minutes to watch something. Boom, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's honestly that's gonna be the future. But again, That's gonna work on every system but Apple because Siri can't get it together.
So yeah, so the Apple fanboys. I'm sorry we're hating on you so much, but
not even hate because I'm an Apple fanboy, but I'm like also a realist.
Right.
Whatever.
It is, and at the same time, it's like, listen, this is our position against it, but these are our reasons why. I think it's a justified reason. If you guys think different, let us know.
Yeah, it just
like
needs
honestly,
more. It just needs more to compete because even with Alexa and Google Home, you can use them on Android and iPhone. So y'all want to be locked in. That's fine, but if it doesn't sell, don't be surprised.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens and what happens with the stocks when the reports start coming in as to how much they're losing.
They just want to sell Friday, but moving on.
Moving on, bro. I don't want to stay too long. What else we have? iPhone SE2. We already went through that.
ESPN. We're gonna do it.
ESPN Plus streaming service.
Yeah, so let's start with the Super Bowl.
Go.
Let's go Super Bowl.
What do you guys think?
It was a great game.
Great game.
It was actually a good Super Bowl for the game. It was probably like one of the better games in a couple of years.
Right. Actually, Omar, I don't know if you know about the Super Bowl tradition that we have. Every year we go to Mike's house. Yeah. We've been doing this since I think 2007 at least.
And then this year you did it?
No, this year we keep the tradition going.
More kids now.
Yeah, we have more kids now. So now it's like we just let the kids run, and us parents we just
watch the game.
We watch the game and we come with our own food and stuff like that. The game was dope, 100% dope. Halftime sucked. Period.
Halftime sucked ass.
What? You didn't like Prince?
Joe Budden say.
Joe Budden said something about that.
Oh yeah, he said F Justin, with his king sheet blanket hanging up with Prince to it, and he's like,
he's just mad because he's never gonna get invited to fucking Super Bowl or any kind of party.
Joe Budden never again.
His house is kind of crazy. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, no,
like
but
how do you have a mansion? You don't do nothing. But anyway,
talking shit pays, bro.
Yo,
no, he had it before.
He jumped.
I mean, he was on fire for a minute. So like, if he saved his money right and he did that shit,
that's
right,
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
If he saved his money,
if he did, somebody took care of his money and he did the investment game.
I think the big nerd moment right, you missed it, but the big nerd moment was when they showed the Solo teaser, and
that shit was garbage.
You know what?
Garbage right now. I hated that teaser.
You know what? Wait, which one? The Super Bowl teaser or the actual
trailer? The actual trailer. Yeah, the teaser.
I like the Super Bowl teaser.
Because like the teaser, and then you got to go online and watch the trailer.
Wait, Omar, did you catch this? Because this happened with us. Me and Mike, we were watching, and the first 10 seconds of that teaser, we thought it was a parody. It looked like they were like, are they making?
Dude, the whole movie's a fucking parody.
It's gonna be. Like,
kind of looks a little bootleggish.
It does look bootleggish.
But they said they're not banking on this to do well.
No, they're giving all hope up on that fucking film.
Wait, when are they releasing it? In the midsummer?
Coming soon.
May.
May. Yeah, they're trying to release it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, not now. They don't really care because they had to go back and do so many reshoots. Fucking goddamn lead actors.
My question that I personally have is I want to see what Ron Howard can pull off with what he has given. This is gonna be like a test.
And George Lucas directed a scene in Solo. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Probably the only good scene.
A scene. I didn't say like a portion of the movie. He did a scene.
You know, they asked Harrison Ford, you're interested in seeing a Solo movie without you? He's like, no, not really. He literally was like, no.
Why would he?
First of all, like, I'm a fanboy, so I would have loved anything that has to do with Star Wars. Like, I don't care if they start building dimensions and different universes. I'll go watch them all, but do it right. That's all I say.
What's your opinion? Right. What's your opinion on the Solo movie then? Out of curiosity,
actual trailer.
Yeah, like out of the actual trailer, what's your opinion of?
You know me. If you're gonna do a movie that's preceded or precedes an established universe or character,
a beloved character.
A beloved character.
Fucking at least cast it correctly.
Yeah. You thought that character?
Dude, that dude looks nothing like Harrison.
What about Lando?
I'm not hating on Lando.
I'm not hating on him though.
He can't have that big of a role because this guy has to have a star role. Not this guy.
But I mean, I wish I had the star role. But anyways, I don't think I look anything.
I mean, he looks great, but it's like he's not the star.
Honestly, I think the saving grace of this film would be if they had more of Glover in it. Yeah. Just to.
Well, we'll see. He might be like the co-star of the movie, the entire film.
Now, because this is before, this is when they talk about like what they did, like coming up together.
Yeah,
so, like,
I think this
that
story
would be a saving grace if he's in it.
Yeah, because I think a big part of the story is how Han got the Millennium Falcon from Lando.
Yeah.
If that's a big part of the movie, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
What's the runtime?
They haven't said it yet.
Okay. Because based off the trailer, I kind of already see what the movie's about. You're going to get a maybe 15, 20-minute breeze through of his life, how he flunked out of the academy or whatever. And then the rest of the movie will be him meeting people, and then the tail end will be the Kessel Run. Kessel Run is going to be that thing where they run through, and he's like, I bet you.
That's what makes him a legend.
Yeah. Yo, for me, is it just me? But I love.
It's just you.
I love the visual of the Star Destroyer going through that like cloud vortex thing.
Yeah.
I thought the visual.
It's a sexual.
It was a sexual innuendo. Wait, Omar, is that what you call it? Your Star Destroyer?
Yeah, it's a sperm into the egg. People don't know that. That's what happened.
That is sexual innuendo.
Class 101. People realize it.
That is sexual subtlety.
Yeah, so that was Solo.
Yeah. And Solo. Get it?
Yeah.
See what I did?
So it's Han Solo and his Star Destroyer.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. That's gonna be the sequel.
People, innuendo. Hollywood is dirty as hell. You don't even know. This is Disney right now. You don't even
Yo,
know.
This is the most subtle sexual innuendo.
Yeah, because Disney just has some raw ones.
Track record of that shit.
Yeah, for real. My favorite commercial has to be. I mean, the game set aside. Good game. Both teams put out a lot, but honestly, if you're gonna win a game, you can't let the opposing team score like 600 plus yards on you. Patriots. So like,
sorry, Pats fans.
Yeah, but honestly, great game, well deserved victory. I mean, I think the Cinderella story isn't actually the Eagles. I think it's Foley.
Foles, yep.
Yo, that was like, and he gets MVP.
Done.
Definitely.
So and he has a ring.
Yeah. Watch what's
they're gonna cut him, but somebody's gonna pick him up. He's not getting a contract.
His contract just went his contract negotiations goes up.
For example, Brady's quarterback, who replaced him last year when he got injured and he came.
Oh yeah.
He went to the 49ers.
Yeah.
The 49ers signed him for like $132 million contract.
Yeah.
Because he came in the last 5 games of the season and
he
won all of them.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, here's a guy that's
and then Foley's gonna see maybe not as big, but he's gonna see a big contract.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna go into the sunset. Even if the next couple of years don't go as well, he's going to the sunset. He has a Super Bowl ring.
I got a Super Bowl ring and MVP. I'm done.
Yeah.
Happy soul, happy guy.
Exactly.
That game too.
Yeah, that's about it.
But my favorite part was definitely the Eli Manning
commercial.
That's
How
many
that favorite part?
Yeah.
A lot of people hated that. A lot of Giants fans
like,
what the
love that commercial.
You know what?
Nobody puts baby in the corner. It's so good.
You know the best answer I heard about the people hating on him was like
they're not real Giants fans.
No, they were like
fake
but just
Giants
remember that guy's still a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
In the end, he's like
and Patriots lost to us 2 times.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I read on the internet. It's on the internet, so it must be true. They said
Yes.
every time Eli Manning is in the Super Bowl against the Patriots lose.
Right now, that's all.
He's in the commercial.
Counts.
Oh,
that counts.
True story. There you go.
Theory is correct.
That's the thing. Yeah, I mean,
your commercial.
My favorite commercial, I think Peter Dinklage rapping was.
Yeah, with Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I think that did it.
It's a Mountain Dew and Doritos commercial merged into one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That
I love that collab.
And Alexa.
Yo, I think both of them were like, we have a similar idea. Why don't we join forces?
Yeah, no, that was a great collab.
And Alexa's strengths was cool.
The people replacing Alexa,
yeah,
that was good.
Cardi B getting a check. I'm happy for her.
Oh, Cardi B.
What the fuck was up with Dodge Ram trying to use Martin Luther King's speech?
That was
Black History Month. They're trying to get people to buy Dodge.
Yeah, but that was one of those. Is like
that was like a Pepsi tone deaf kind of thing.
You know what that was?
Because a lot of Dodge trucks were used to lynch people. True story.
Damn, savage but true. No, you know, for me, what that felt like. Do you remember? Maybe a couple years back, there was a Dodge Ram commercial which was like 2 minutes long. And it was nothing but
farmers.
Yes,
I don't think it might have been Chrysler. Or
maybe Chrysler.
Yeah, but it was like
one of those.
about the farmers and how they're
that was done exceptionally well.
Yes,
because the images combined with the speech was perfect together.
Agreed.
I think this Dodge Ram commercial was like we could outdo them. Oh, they had this speech. Let's get Martin Luther King. They didn't look at the bigger picture as to why that's not gonna come out right. You know what I mean?
It just doesn't even make sense.
No.
Like those two, like MLK and Dodge, doesn't.
Matter of fact, I think my favorite commercial when it comes to vehicles, there was the Jeep commercial where they were like,
it just
goes right in water.
Yeah, they were like
nothing.
Dude, when I saw because they had before that they had another commercial. I was like, they showed all these people doing things, and they showed Jeep climbing up the sunset. I'm like, dude, that's not a Jeep commercial. Then they redeemed it to like that's the commercial.
And the way they were talking about it was like,
usually the water is coming out and going over the hill.
And that commercial was like, usually automobile companies do this big drawn out speech, and we call it the manifest.
Yeah.
And then they showed the Jeep just climbing over everything. Like, this is our manifest. Yeah. That's it. I was like,
that's what Jeep like. You show Jeep.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. That's all he needed to show.
Damn, you're right. Best car commercial. That was.
I think that. If you really want to talk about it,
people that was like, oh, Jeep can do that? Yes, they can do that.
It's a Jeep. Why do you think Jeep's known for?
Yeah, Jeeps are known for that. And see, that's the thing. It's like, matter of fact, I think we were watching it and we all stopped and we were like, yes. We were like, yes. That's it. That was the one. So yes, Omar, Jeep, I gotta give him up to that.
You know what? I like the Tide commercial.
Oh, that was all of them.
Especially the one they got the guys from Old Spice. Like they had to pay. They paid
the two that got me.
The guy from Old Spice guy, and they used the jingle from Old Spice. This is Tide.
And
mind blowing.
And the Mr. Clean one.
Yes.
I was like, wait, what?
Yo, Tide paid money. Not just for the airtime, but for the rights to
use everything. They had to use the jingles, everything. Yo, but you know what? I think the Tide ad. Yeah, you get that sneaking in. There were some of them that at the end I was like, it's a Tide ad. I'm like,
I know. When he started driving, I was like, oh, this is a car ad. You're like, you think this is a car? I'm like, oh, it's not. And then he goes to the whole stage. And I'm like, oh, I love this.
You got that, yes. And then it kept on going. I was like, this is getting better and better. I was like, you know what they did? They intentionally trolled everybody. That's what it was.
Because basically, because you could see it. Nobody wanted to put up the money. They put like a huge amount of commercials.
Well, now this year it's like it was $5 million for a commercial.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't putting up the money. They're like, we got it. Let's take it all.
Yeah, for real. Because Jeep did 2 commercials. Tide did a couple commercials. Like
Tide did a
lot. What was the bigger commercial? Like, fuck it, we going twice.
What you think about the trailer for Mission Impossible Fallout?
The actual trailer, the teaser.
Whatever was on the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl was just like Solo. It was a teaser. Go online and watch the full trailer.
What you think of the trailer?
The trailer was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a popcorn film. I watch him I don't expect anything great out of them.
Yeah.
I expect it to blow up and him to do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that bathroom fight scene. That looked kind of wild.
Yeah. Oh, in the bathroom? Yeah, that looked kind of crazy. Yeah. Okay, I was like, all right, let's see what you guys can do.
Kind of see why.
What else? What else was that?
I think that was it.
That was it, right? I mean, that's the only memorable thing that stood out to me. But going back to your thing about your boy Justin, that you love him so much.
My boy, wait, hold up, what? That was
no,
he.
Did you see the hashtag?
Pepsi joint?
No, not about the Pepsi. Hashtag for Janet, Justice for Janet.
No.
Oh yeah. Everybody was like, "You will do no wrong." You will do no wrong. You will do no right until you
get Janet back on.
Until you make that up.
I agree. I could say agree with that.
They say he looked bad too. I'm like, he didn't look that bad.
Dude,
he didn't look bad, but at the same time. Like you always expect collabs, though, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like if you ask me, for me, I thought the whole it looked too much like, guys, how much time we have to do this? All right, let's just throw a party together.
Yeah, it was a mix of a mix of a corporate paid ad and a very lazy performance.
Yes,
and then he tried to get the cool points because he is, in Minnesota.
Right.
Yeah, and so like, oh, you know what?
Let's get Prince up
there.
Let's get
Prince on there, get some cool points, get some brownie points for putting him
but like, if you think about it, the best highlight of that whole show was that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're trying to pay homage to an icon who didn't like you, it's like, what's the point?
I'm gonna one-up you on that right now. When the kid who's in the aisles is getting more tweets and shit on Instagram and Facebook than your performance at halftime,
you failed.
That speaks
volumes. Matter of fact, because for me, some of the best Super Bowl performances ever might have occurred within the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Janet titty shot. That was great.
Oh, yeah, that's 2004 though. I mean, like, if you look at it, right? Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga. Bruno Mars was amazing, dude.
Except for Lady Gaga's entrance where she had that weird...
Where she did that jump off the thing?
Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. But the rest of it was great.
That was still better than the best thing Justin
did. But you see what I'm saying? Like, even going back a couple even more years, when Prince was on, I think Prince, hands down, is the best.
Yeah, for some people...
Some of the rockers have had some of the best.
Yeah, people like, just think about this. Prince got so good, even God helped him out to make it rain while Purple Rain was playing. I'm sorry, bro. They had purple lights and the rain was coming out and it was purple. Even God was like, I got you, bro.
I got you, make this happen.
I was like, yo,
good.
it was insane. Like, I'm sorry, you can't, like, if you look at those performances and then look at Justin Timberlake, Justin Timberlake failed.
You know, and he had an opportunity to bring a lot, because he collaborated with a lot of different artists. And at one point,
he could have brought out everybody.
At one point, I honestly think he could have even done an NSYNC thing.
You know what? I was expecting.
He could have been like NSYNC and then like, because I would have enjoyed that a little bit more than just him.
I don't think they wanted to do it.
Oh,
do you think that's what it was?
I don't know.
I personally speaking, I think that would have been something that the audience would have wanted more.
Anything than what we got.
Yeah, because that was just
exactly.
Like,
I was expecting collabs coming like out the woodworks, and then when I just like halfway through the show, I'm like, is it just gonna be you and Prince? I guess.
I had a feeling once it started, I'm like, I don't like this.
The way it started was kind of weird.
That weird
club it was like, I don't like this. I'm like, you're not gonna get on stage? He's like, all right, let's go. I'm like, you ain't even performed yet.
Yeah.
I give you credit though. That camera work. I love that camera.
Oh, well, they did it, dude.
The camera was on point.
Yo, you know that camera operator had to have been in every rehearsal during that whole time.
Yeah, dude, that
because that walkout, that whole walkout was crazy.
Yeah. Clean, steady, focused. I like it.
The videographer approves.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that album's trash too.
Oh, really?
You like it? It's on title, right?
I tried to listen to a few of it. It's called Man in the Woods.
Wait, you just said you tried to listen to it.
I tried to. I couldn't do it.
That
the beats were sounding like weird. And then Joe Budden's like, how you make a album called Man in the Woods? You got timber in your name. It's trash.
Savage. Speaking of sports, ESPN Plus streaming service arrived
this spring for $5 per month.
What benefits is gonna have? Somebody try to sell it to me.
So let's say I want to go off the court,
okay,
and I want to watch sports. Well, I mean, what's the benefit of that?
ESPN will let you.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay. Because here's the thing: like if it's ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Classic, ESPNU, ESPN Ocho, like if it has all those,
Ocho, if it has the Ocho, I'm in.
If it has all those for $5, I'm in.
Here we go. Maybe
Let's see. You will be able to stream live sports events.
Okay.
And the app will be an add-on within the redesigned ESPN app. So unfortunately, you won't have access to Sports Center or some other live ESPN content though.
Okay.
But it's $5 a month.
But I mean, so it's just ESPN. So none of the subsidiary like channels like the Deuce or like the.
I don't think so, but they didn't really give a whole lot of information, so I guess more is coming.
Because honestly, that would be a bigger sell for people to do it if they had that as a package. You get all 5 like channels here. If you're a university guy, you watch all the university sports.
Not gonna be $5 a month,
nope.
but that would be a better.
But I mean, they need to do something because they're hurting anyways. So it's like they themselves need to like jump on this and be like, look, guys, here's how we fix this issue for reals.
This is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Everybody listen. Good. Let's go.
And Nintendo has always been innovative. Mario Kart coming to smartphones.
Yep.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Finally.
Well, here's the
I
thing,
don't know if it's gonna be a thing or a mobilized version of the version that's already out. If
or
it
just
is
the full version.
If it had
as long as you got online,
yes, that's it.
People,
but
you won.
Well, here's the thing. I care because that Mario game that they came out with was very disappointing.
Oh, Mario Run?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Extremely disappointing.
They got their money, but it was.
It was extremely disappointing.
No,
and then they get their money from me because I didn't play that trial. I was like, nah. No,
yeah, I got to that point. I'm like, I'm not.
Nah.
No, the thing for me, Mario Run, I thought was trash. I downloaded it and then like deleted it within the first day. It was like, all right, I'm already bored.
Yeah, I got to the point where I had to pay.
No, that's it. I mean, for me, it's like all right, whatever. But for me, like you said, if it has online capabilities and you could compete with people, here's a true story. On my phone, the one game I play almost every day, Clash Royale, to this day, because of its online capabilities. Like you don't play against a computer ever. You always play against another person somewhere in the world.
Okay.
I like that because no matter what you play, there's always somebody out there that actually has a strong competition against you. It's been out for I think a good over a year now, and it's amazing. I still play it to this day. It's a great game because of that competition. If they have Mario Kart with online capabilities on my phone, guess which game I'm playing? It's gonna end up happening. So they better, honestly, I'm with you. I think they better be good if they have online capabilities. If they don't, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah. It's not gonna.
And like, don't make it like the run version of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Make sure it's like
if
Mario
they do
Kart.
that,
because then you're really that's gonna be your second out in my
Yeah,
books.
you have to be good before you even want expect people to pay whatever $10, whatever the hell it was.
So
no.
you it's very interesting. So Amazon delivering whole food groceries via Prime to your home, I guess, right? What is it, within 2 hours?
That's the start.
Purchase?
That's the
Yeah,
start.
within
of
2
everything
hours
I
for
wanted.
free, and then
And does that include alcohol? Like if you want to
select alcohol, yes. But it's
Nice.
only in 4 markets right now.
One of them is around here, though, isn't it?
No.
No,
New York.
No, not even.
not even.
What's the markets? Seattle.
We're too dirty for that.
Austin, Dallas, Cincinnati, and Virginia Beach.
Oh,
There's 4
yeah.
random
Like
markets.
I understand Texas, but like
that's
Cincinnati.
That's their home base. Yeah, that's wild.
Oh.
So here's the thing. So Prime members, Prime Now, using Amazon's Prime Now. So Prime members can order groceries within 2 hours for free, and within 1 hour for $8, orders over $35.
It's not bad though.
You'll be able to select from bakery, dairy, meats, seafood, floral, everyday items, select alcohol,
Damn, basically everything.
regular/organic produce.
Dude, that would be the shit. Like if you created a grocery list on your Amazon wish list, and then like, all right, buy everything on that,
I mean,
and then
I don't know how
somebody comes to your door with the box. You're like, oh, you have to leave the house for this crap.
I'm telling you, man. That's how it starts.
I
man.
just went to Whole Foods yesterday and spent a good amount of money. Man, I miss this place.
So
Whole Foods, I can't.
with that being said, though, Uber is teamed up to do Uber Eats with like a lot of local restaurants. Where,
Yeah.
like, you think they might team up with like other grocery chains like ShopRite or like.
If Lyft is smart, they better get in there.
Yeah,
For real.
that would be a
Just
smart
take
move.
Lyft is.
Yeah, because I mean,
Actually-
they're out there.
actually
but
know-
Uber's taking up all these
Yeah,
spots.
because I know a few people that actually are drivers for Uber Eats, and they're like, yo, Uber Eats is way better than
Uber.
Because
Yeah,
they're like,
really?
yeah, because
Yeah.
they're like this. They're like, no, this is what
Oh,
they
you
said.
got a deal, though.
Nobody gets in my damn car.
Yeah.
Okay, my car might stink a little bit,
Yeah,
but whatever.
to his point,
That's right.
there's a limit to what kind of car you can be an Uber driver because
Right.
after a certain year, Uber Eats lets anybody, regardless of your car.
Yep.
So people can make this much money, and on top of that, when people go when you work for delivery, because I used to work for delivery when I was in high school, like they'll tip you anywhere from like $3 to $5,
Yes.
regardless.
Right.
So that's how you're busy like the whole day. You're walking around maybe like $100 extra just on tips alone.
Right. In
Alone.
cash. In
In
cash,
cash,
unreportable.
Exactly. Not to mention the whatever that Uber's gonna pay you for the Uber Eats, and on top of that, you're gonna deduct all your gas and tax mileage and your year-end expense. So you're
Exactly.
like, you can work this, and then you don't have to worry about people puking in your car.
No.
You don't have to worry about making conversation and like being polite to people who are being rude. Like you could just
Wait, I used to Uber for a little bit, right?
no.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the crazy story that happened to me?
The girl flashed you?
No.
Oh damn, that's not crazy.
Yeah, tell me. I don't know. I
Dude,
got a couple
okay.
of stories from different people who've done
Is
it.
it like confessions in the cab?
Okay, so this guy, I picked up this dude.
Dude,
The address was like, it was in like the corner of like some city, and he was literally standing in the corner. I'm like, all right, whatever. He
You
gets
John?
in.
Yeah, give
He
him
gets
a
in.
call, yeah.
Dude is blasted out of his mind. I mean, he struggled to get into the car. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Like the ride was maybe 7 minutes away.
No, you're good then.
I'm like, yo, let me just go as fast as possible. I'm going.
No, never do that.
And the dude is like drunk. He's like, yo, my brother. Yo, you won't believe I just banged this crazy chick, but I gotta go home to my wife now. And I'm there like, yo, you are bugging the hell out. So he's like leaning over the front seat, talking to me, and like I'm getting smashed with like alcohol breath, like right here. And he's like, and all of a sudden, this guy goes completely bisexual on me. And he's like, yo, also he's like, damn, bro. Yo, you cute too, fam. I'm like, nah, my brother, my butthole's closed. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, this dude
I got a
reached
50 for you. How about
within, he got lucky. 50
Wow,
feet.
you wanna take that $50?
No, 50
Oh.
feet from his house. Like literally the next turn and you're there. This dude reaches over and literally tries to straight up like reach and just start rubbing.
And your titties?
Yeah, everything. And I'm like, yo, you should have seen my
It's a natural thing, bro. It's a natural thing.
my strong arm was so tight that day. I was like,
His heart
Yo,
was really tight that
oh
day.
no. No, it was like this. Look, yo, it was like that happened. I was like, I swear, I was like, you're here.
Get your fuck out.
I was like, oh man, but
He gave you his number.
no, one hell of a tip though.
Wait, what kind of tip was it? Hello.
Yo, not that kind of tip, my brother. Like you could tell he was so trash. He took out like his money.
Oh, he just started.
He's
like
like
wrong
50,
bill.
160.
Oh,
like,
wrong bills up.
Oh.
Hey,
It was
blessed be to that guy who tried to hit on Carlos.
He thought it was like $3. It was closer to like 250. I was like, have a good day, my brother.
So you did prostitute yourself. I knew this kind of shit. I knew this kind of shitty people.
I cried inside that night.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, it was insane. It was insane.
Oh, man, that's
that was a weird random to the left.
Remember, Uber Eats asked for Carlos.
Damn!
He don't do it anymore.
I'll do it no more. I'm too busy.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I'm closed. Wait a minute, that sounds weird too. Quincy Jones gives. I actually read that article.
Let's go.
That was the greatest article I think I've ever read. That it literally sounded like somebody. There's an article where they interviewed Quincy Jones, and you could tell Quincy Jones is completely retired and does not have to hold back anymore.
Yeah, he just not giving up. He fucked Ivanka Trump. I didn't know that.
Yo, he
I don't think anybody knew that until they did. I mean, because you got to keep in mind, like a week or two before,
yeah, but I mean, Ivanka Trump though.
They're talking about,
and
he got
Trump hooked that up.
Yeah, he got mad girlfriends from 28 to 44 all across the world. So yeah, he out here.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was out there, dude. It was insane.
He was spitting conspiracy theories after conspiracy.
He was spitting conspiracy theories. He was spitting stories of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's greedy. Talking about how time Prince tried to run him over in the car.
Yeah.
I don't see Prince doing that shit though. If you fuck with him, man.
I don't know, man.
I see it.
I see it though.
Because that was because he said that was the night where Prince got on stage with James Brown and Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah,
he jumped off his back.
Great.
That was great. Like he made a fool of himself, and then
I remember.
Oh, then he cares. Prince.
Like a lot of stories have been coming out on Prince where people are confirming it. Like, remember the Charlie Murphy story? Yeah. Like Prince's former assistant was like, right, I was there. Yeah.
No,
that's the thing.
Yeah, but I actually believe those stories when I heard.
And that's the thing. The Charlie Murphy shit. I was like,
I can see that happening. It makes perfect sense. I can see that dude doing that shit.
It's like, it's Prince.
I mean, it was the 70s. Everybody was like doing Purple Rain, and that was like a name of a drug. So like everybody was like, living life. They were Ubering before the Uber on Carlos.
Uber before it existed, bro. It was crazy. I mean, but yeah.
I mean, that leads into the other story that kind of broke your heart this week.
There's a story that broke my heart this week?
Yeah, you said about Richard Pryor getting banged out by Marlon Brando?
Oh, yeah.
I did not hear that story.
That was part of the Quincy Jones shit.
What part of that? Did I skip that one?
His wife confirmed that she hooked up with Marlon Brando a couple times.
Who was it? It was somebody else, though. It was Richard Pryor and
Marlon Brando. And then he actually had hookups with other dudes. He was bisexual, he was like extremely bisexual.
The third person that was like whatever.
And his wife was cool with it. Apparently, she was like, I got
relationships, bro.
Yeah,
but see, that's the thing.
That was also part of the Quincy Jones.
I probably fell asleep on that question. I don't know why. I was in and out.
So was Brandon.
Omar, I literally said it. See if you would catch that, my brother.
Don't sleep on us. You're always on that.
That was good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that interview was insane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That interview, you could tell he didn't care.
You know what? Honestly, I love him for it because I wish more people were. I mean, honestly, the shit that he knows could probably got him killed earlier in his life. But he's 85. He's like, I lived enough. I've bagged enough poom poom to have enough money. My family's taken care of.
Do something.
You could do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it all how it is, the truth.
Oh yeah, like I hope he wrote like a memoir that's released after his death.
Well, I don't know if he'll have a memoir, but the article is pretty in depth.
Yeah, that article was insane.
You think of his rich history from Count Basie, Frank Sinatra.
But he didn't like Jimi Hendrix. I did not know that.
That kind of surprised me.
He didn't like him. He's like, and he's like, he called him a punk because, or not a punk, but he said because he was supposed to like record with some of the best jazz artists, and he didn't want to because he was intimidated. Well, I mean, I would too. Like some of these guys are fucking like beasts on their fucking instruments.
I remember hearing they interviewed Jimi Hendrix once, and they asked him what's his favorite guitarist, and obviously it's Jimi Hendrix. So you're like, all right, who the hell is he gonna say? He said Carlos Santana. I'm like,
that is a point, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's one of those where you're like, okay,
yeah. So probably like Quincy didn't say anything about Santana. Have they worked together? I'm sure they have. I'm sure they crossed paths.
I'm pretty sure he talked about the Beatles earlier.
Yeah, he did not like the Beatles at all.
But see, that's the thing. Like Quincy Jones is that dude that he's like every artist name one, I had some kind of contact with him at one time.
At one time or another, yeah.
It's Quincy. That's the thing. It's Quincy, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, what do you have this time for?
I don't remember. There wasn't really. He touched on the Tupac issue a little bit, but I wish like they would have got like really deep, and because I really wanted to know his honest opinion about it, like, because he was a son-in-law at one point, right?
Yeah.
Well,
might have been.
they was damn near son-in-law.
Damn near son-in-law.
Yeah, see, so that's kind of, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't read that article,
You need to read it.
yeah, read that article.
GQ, right? It was on GQ.
Well, there's a GQ
Or
one
Empire.
from maybe a few weeks ago, and then
Esquire.
a recent one is Vulture, actually.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, so
You know what? I think this one,
save it.
save it for the next one.
Sure, we could do
Save
that.
it, we're done.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that way we could rock out and throw in another one.
Walk out, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So it was interesting.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We're gonna wrap it up a little early today because we have a lot more recording to do. I said that out loud because I feel like it. That's
We
why.
can always blur that and never know what he said.
He could too. He could do that.
Like, what did he say? What did he say? I want to know what the guy.
What did he say? You'll find out next episode. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Until the next one, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the Tech Guy Some Guy podcast. My name is Carlos.
Rod.
And
Omar.
guys, we'll talk to y'all next week.
Yes.